guys, we're back at Starly. We had one of the sickest ZVZ series I have ever cast between Life and Biel. Biel advances. Life will have to play another game, but we're jumping right into the losers match. soO versus Trap. Another PvZ.
Another PvZ. This one should be pretty fun. soO has shown a lot of success in ZVP in recent times. He's looking to be the favorite coming into this one. Trap did have a pretty good match earlier tonight, though, up against Biel. They were pretty close ones. You know, he went the distance, went to game 3. Biel had to really pull out the tricks, pull out a lot of unorthodox aggression to kind of take the advantage.
Yeah, soO's got it in him, and I'm sure he was watching that matchup just to make sure, you know, he could get everything set in case he had to go up against Trap. And let's see what he can do here. Looking angry as always, kind of slouched.
Yeah, he's actually not a happy chappy today, even when we saw him in the dressing room.
A what? A happy chappy?
He was an angry
chappy?
He was an angry fish. And there's Trap. Looking a little nervous here. Yeah. But he knows he's Protoss. Just joking. Just joking.
He knows he's Protoss. It's all going to be okay for
We're
Trap.
all just joking around here at the Squirrely.
Yeah. We're all just pulling. We're just pushing some buttons.
We're pushing the buttons of those Protoss players out there. You know, I'm only joking, guys. You know, Force Fields are right. Urban Growth, King Sadok Station, and Cactus Valley going to be the maps going into this one.
Yeah, soO lets Cactus Valley through. Decides to take away Bonnie Research Station. Biel was totally fine to go on Bonnie Research Station versus any kind of Protoss you want. And that's kind of interesting. We've seen troubles with Zergs on Cactus Valley just because, especially outside the natural, there's so many different ramps and chokes and so many different places to put down force fields and just wreck that Zerg.
That is absolutely true. It is a pretty nasty map for a Zerg to try and attack into or even defend. Like, it's just that little intersection just is messy business against force fields. Well, maybe soO is trying to aim to get to a 2-0 so he doesn't have to deal with that map. We'll see.
Let's see how it goes here in set number 1. It's going to be Overgrowth, the 2-player map. Game number 1 of soO versus Trap. Here in the top right, our Zerg player in the blue from SK Telecom. He is soO.
The angry Zerg. I lost already. I'm angry. In the bottom left, we do have the Jin Air Protoss Trap.
Yeah. I think Sojung gave him some kind of boring nickname. They called him like the handsome Protoss. I'm like,
oh, that's the worst.
Jeez.
That's actually the worst nickname I've ever heard. And if you're going to give that to any Protoss, you give that to Zest.
Zest. Easy.
But he's already got Chisel Toss because he is that handsome.
Because he's that chiseled.
Yep. Well,
he doesn't really need another nickname, but...
Well, I would, if the secondary name would have to be the Handsome Toss. I would give Trap the name of Bland Toss.
Bland?
No. I don't know. We don't get to see much of Trap. We don't get to see much of his personality either.
Yeah.
So
he just recently did the 10 questions, 10 answers with Sojung.
What do you think about that? Did he give
I didn't
you
see
anything?
much. I saw like half of it. It's okay.
Didn't give you too much about him, though. He was pretty shy in that, actually, if I remember.
He's very shy.
He doesn't answer too much stuff, which is a bit of a letdown. He was just kind of getting bopped a lot by the hammer.
Look at that star.
Look at that pentagram from the
We
angry
can call him
Zerg.
soO's the angry Zerg and the devil Zerg.
The devil Zerg.
He's got those like smoldering eyes, you know what I mean?
Yeah, those cold, cold eyes. Full of rage.
Yeah.
From 1,000 years.
Heartbreak.
Heartbreak? Do you think heartbreak, Valdez? Do you know something?
No, I don't know anything. soO's definitely never had a girlfriend.
Oh, is that so? Oh, man.
That's never happened.
That's never, ever happened.
None of these pro players ever actually
No.
enter relationships with anyone.
No, they're
Never. It never happens.
All they do is sit in the pro house and play games.
Yeah. Quacko. It's all right.
So we did see the double hatch before pull. We haven't seen this build today. We didn't see BL go for this build at all, actually.
Too much aggression.
Too much aggression. He would have been in the base with Zerglings by now. But this is so's style. He likes to be greedy, and he likes to have 450 APM making drones.
That's definitely his style.
That's his style.
You got to get out that anger in some way.
You got to hit those keys like nothing else.
What if there was some kind of crazy guy that every time he got in the booth, he would get himself pumped up by like slamming the desk and just like going crazy? We could call him like the gorilla toss or something. That would be, would Kespa like ban that kind of behavior?
No.
I would love if that were allowed.
Only if you do it next to someone who's actually playing their match in the booth, you know, because they share the big booths down here.
Yeah, that's true.
But I think that'd be really cool. You know, like you see like those power lifters like psyching themselves up before a big lift, like, come on.
Clap their hands together.
Like slapping their face and stuff.
Yeah.
Then they have to sit down and like play a computer game, so like they have to really focus and be quiet. Like just doesn't work out.
Yeah, gotta be in that zen state of mind while you're playing this. Anyone who's like actually this good at StarCraft has to be near genius level. I mean, you have to be a strategic god to get at this game.
Like one of the most hardworking people as well. Like
that's true.
Like these guys have been playing for so many years now, and a lot of them haven't had success until now as well. And we only really saw soO take off last year, and he's been doing this non-stop. Life's probably the only exception. He's just been doing it forever since the start, and he's always been like amazing. Blink Stalker is going to be the choice from Trap once again on 2 base.
Are you surprised?
Not at all. Not at all, Valdez. It's what we saw from Trap in the last couple of games. It's what we see from Protoss in nearly every game these days. And
what if a Protoss just... Oh, man. Hold that thought. Link gets by, and it's going to get into the main.
It's going to get into the main.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, didn't see it. It's going to go down. It's going to go south. Oh, he sees a chrono boosted Twilight making Blink.
Yep, that's all he's got to know.
He knows everything he needs to know.
Well, he's got to see, rather.
He might be a little worried, though, because he's been droning non-stop. He doesn't have a Roach Warren yet, and this attack could come pretty soon.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that. Warp Gate finishing now.
He's going to have 53 drones out on the map this fast.
Yeah, this is soO in a nutshell, man. He's just crazy.
What? He's making spore crawlers. Or, yeah, I mean, what?
He thinks it's DT.
Maybe he's just being safe. Maybe he didn't see the chrono boost. Maybe he thought potentially it was a fake chrono boost, and this is just ultra safe. Like, let me just make sure.
It might be that way. He might be thinking of both. You know, like maybe he could be faking Blink by starting the upgrade and chrono boosting it while the DT Shrine was already building.
Exactly.
So he's got to be super careful right now.
But he's still going to be in a good position because he was able to be that greedy with his drones, and still Trap is forced back in his base. For now, at least.
Yeah, he's in a very good position.
He's making more and more drones. 8 more drones here.
Man,
he's being so greedy.
The scary thing here is that he needs to scout there's no third base and be like, okay, I have to make roaches now because it's going to be coming my way.
Yeah. Takes out the probe. We already see Trap up at 50 probes, and he is making 2 at a time, so kind of does say that he is going for that third base.
It does, doesn't he? It looked like he was going for a much earlier aggression, but it got scouted, so he's like, this is my transition. I'm going to go straight into that Nexus. It could be an empty Nexus as well, mind you. He could just be waiting for that +2 before he tries to make a move out. Go for that empty 3 base. Oh, that's so huge. Many lings. He's not even going to get one single probe. Wow, that is so much.
Cheeky soO.
Cheeky soO.
Going to make him work for it.
Oh,
and even 2 get out.
He's going to scout the third base at the very least. He's going to go for the probe, actually. He's going to get it, I think. Oh, what? Maybe not.
All right, Trap. All right. Well, I mean, Trap's gone up to 56 probes at this point, and he continues to make more. I don't think it's going to be an empty third. I think he'll just transition into good 3-base economy, get that Robo up, get some of those Immortals mixed into your army, and just go for that straight up take amazing trades with Force Fields, Blink Stalker with some Immortals mixed in.
Yep. See that he's starting to fake apply the pressure there, you know, throwing up a pylon. Backing off. Faking some warpins, moving across the map a little bit. Forcing out a lot of units that soO doesn't want to make right now, and he made a lot of lings. And I'm pretty sure we did see the Phoenix actually scout that infestation pit as well. Gives away a lot of what soO might have planned. More lings and +1 just about to finish up. soO's got a pretty good army right now to deflect anything that's going to be coming his way. He's also building a pretty healthy bank. Going to decide on when he wants to go next, and it is going to be Hive.
What do you think about the +1 melee compared to the +1 ranged for soO?
I guess it depends what soO really wants to go into in the end of all things. Infestation pit, and, well, it's really only infestors actually, and pathogen glands, but he made pathogen glands, like, at the same time he made the infestors, so, like, the infestors aren't going to have the energy upgrade. It's kind of weird, a little bit of a mistake there, I think. Or maybe he just wants them out a little bit earlier to apply, like, the fear of fungal on the map or something like that.
Something like that. Make Trap think twice before taking an engagement.
Maybe we're going to see soO go into Broodlords because we are seeing that Spire come up, but it is a bit of a later Spire as well. He's going to be waiting for that in Hive. I think he's kind of just developing an army that's going to try and deflect anything that's coming his way while he comfortably gets to Broodlords.
So many more gates coming down here. As he did see that Hive on the way, he is going to throw out that Templar Archives. Just make sure that he can get those High Templar out for feedbacks if it is Vipers that come out onto the map.
Templar Archives, as well as the Immortals. So we could even add in like a ton of Archons and just go for a big attack before anything is out in the map. And look at that, even Adrenal Glands coming out. So he really wants to focus on these Lings, but they are just not going to have much of a lifespan with no armor at all.
Yeah. They will have +2, so they will be doing some damage, but like you said, they're just going to be shredded.
Yeah, absolutely. Infestors are out. 4 Infestors.
He hides them for now. I'm not actually sure if Trap saw that with his...
oh, very nice there.
With his hallucination scouts. You know, he saw the pit.
Yeah.
But did he see the actual Infestors coming out?
I don't think he's seen the Infestors at all.
He may have just assumed that it was for Hive.
We could see like a big recoil if the Infestors get like the money fungal. And 30 more Lings, 18 more Roaches on the way. It's pure Ling Roach against this with fungal. Very interesting. No Hydras whatsoever. Hydras would do alright against this kind of composition too, but there's no High Templar just yet either. And Force Fields will get pretty ugly here. Oh, nice Time Warp.
He doesn't attack with it. He doesn't really take advantage of it. It's kind of strange.
Not just yet. Look at this. The Mothership Core actually might even kill... Oh, but that fungal actually getting all the sentries at the front. This is actually a really nice concave for soO.
Trying to put down some more force fields and just take a decent fight, and he does do that. Mothership Core stays alive. And now he's actually trying to focus down these Infestors.
1 HP. And this is actually not a bad fight for Trap at all. He's got the composition advantage by far. More and more Lings coming out now, though. There's about 60 Lings.
+2 finishes, too, for the Lings.
And then Adrenal Gland as well. Doesn't make that much of a difference, but still, that's a lot of Roaches at the back, and that fungal is huge.
Oh, baby. And he gets another follow-up one. No more blinks for these guys. He's attacking from both sides. The Roaches are helping out a bit, though. And more Warpins.
Those Immortals are insane. 16 kills on one. I can't imagine on the other. And still, it's the hard position to be in. Roaches and Lings going to come from both sides. Drone's even fighting at this point. It's a desperate attack. He needs to focus down these Immortals. But with these constant Zella Warpins, I don't know if he can actually do it.
Looks like Trap hit right before soO was ever able to transition into Broodlords. Very nice timing attack coming in. Don't know if it was on purpose, but definitely took advantage of the situation soO was in.
I really thought I really think Hydras would make a big difference against that kind of composition as well. Especially because the Force Fields just had so much work. You really could have had a better position with these Hydras in it as well. I don't know.
Yeah. And now he's committing to +3 to melee. He doesn't even have that many Lings, but there are 4 Archons in the middle of this ball that are just going to rip those guys to shreds. So many more Stalkers being warped in here, too.
No way he can go in there. Look at that. The AoE on that is insane.
No way.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
In fact, Trap being very patient with this attack.
Very smartly, you know. He's going to have to go into a concave of death against Archon, Immortal, Mass Blink Stalker. Now, looks like soO might try and fight. Archon on 20 HP. That Mothership Core somehow still alive as well. Spent most of the day chasing Infestors. 8 kills on it, actually.
Wow.
Wow, look at that. And now another good position for Trap. Nice concave
that
here.
Was huge. Sacrificing just one Stalker to take out 2 Infestors. All of these Zealots in the front to deal with the Lings. Nice pullback on the Lings from soO, but this is not a good position for soO to fight in.
No, 2 Force Field's going to ruin this Roach concave. And now he's like facing
28 kills, 29 kills,
wow.
30. That's disgusting, man.
Yeah, that's what happens when you don't touch the Immortals.
Gross.
It is
GG.
completely
You know what that
brutal.
is? It's GG.
It's GG, Valdez. That's exactly right. You said it.
Trap takes the game.
Very nice composition from Trap. I wonder if he had an idea of what kind of composition soO would be going for. You know, mass Ling Roach like that into the late game, where he could have like so many more units and so many Hydras to help out against that kind of army. It would have made a big difference.
Just forgoing that to try to make that super late game transition a little bit earlier. Maybe thinking that Trap wasn't going to go aggressive there at that moment in time. It was literally the perfect time. The Greater Spire had just finished when he attacked. So it didn't give soO any time to get any Broodlords out on the map. There was just no chance.